Doctors, what's the weirdest case you've ever solved? It was around 11 p.m. when this panicked 17-year-old came into the ER with his mom, claiming he'd been poisoned. He was sweating, shaking, his heart was racing, and he kept insisting someone had slipped something into his drink at a school dance. His mom was furious and terrified, demanding we test him for drugs and threatening to call the police. The kid genuinely was freaking out and kept saying, "I only had one sip of punch, I swear. Someone must have spiked it." I ran a full tox screen, but everything came back negative. No alcohol, no drugs, nothing. But his symptoms were real. Elevated heart rate, dilated pupils, tremors. I was stumped until I noticed he kept nervously touching his pocket. "What's in your pocket?" I asked. He went pale and said, "Nothing, just my phone." But I could see a bulge that was definitely not phone-shaped. I told his mom that I needed her to go outside and sign some forms so I'd have an excuse to talk to the kid alone. After some pressure, he finally pulled out a small bottle labeled male enhancement pills, maximum strength. Turns out he was supposed to meet a girl after the dance and had been a little concerned about his performance. So he'd bought these sketchy pills from a gas station instead, thinking they'd give him confidence. He'd taken 3 pills before the dance, not realizing they were loaded with caffeine and other stimulants. The kid had given himself a massive overdose of knockoff energy supplements and was convinced he'd been drugged because he'd never experienced anything like it. He'd been too mortified to tell his mom or me the truth because he didn't want to admit what he'd been planning. Plus, he was so strung out that he genuinely thought that the pills weren't the issue and someone had tried to kill him. I had to explain to his mother, while he sat there wanting to die of embarrassment, that her son wasn't the victim of a spiked drink, but had accidentally poisoned himself with gas station boner pills. We gave him IV fluids and monitored his heart rate until the stimulants worked their way out of his system. His mom didn't speak the entire rest of the time they were there, but at least she stopped threatening to call the cops.